All right, what's going on, big dog? So the day of reckoning is finally here. The end of times is approaching for many. TikTok is finally being banned in the United States. So on January 19th, you will no longer have access to TikTok here in the US. So if you live in the confines of the US, TikTok will now be taken away from you and thrown into a dragon cave where it'll be guarded like the gold it is. I guess. I don't know what they're actually going to do with it at this point, and I don't think anybody knows what they're going to do with it at this point. But this is honestly something that, even as someone who could care less about TikTok as an app, I never really thought that this day would ever come. I didn't think this would happen. There have obviously been talking about doing this for years now at this point, but the day is finally here, and this has gotten some very mixed reviews, to say the least. On Steam, it's gotten some very mixed reviews. You got a lot of people very upset that their favorite way to waste their time is now gone. And now, where will they ever find more mind-numbing content to watch, mind-melting trends to follow blindly, other than every other platform on the internet? Now, obviously, by the way I'm talking, I was never a big fan of TikTok. Granted, I was never a big fan of Vine either. I just kind of thought the short form content is cringe. I think most of it just leads to cringy content, not anything that takes a lot of talent or skill to actually do. A lot of it, I mean, don't get me wrong, I have uploaded on there a few times, but I quit using it because obviously it's a Chinese spyware app, basically. So I quit using TikTok. It just wasn't for me. But obviously a lot of people got a lot of entertainment from this app, and so a lot of people are very upset and are wondering, what is really going to happen with TikTok? Because it's not like it's shutting down. It's not like everyone in the world is no longer ever going to be able to use TikTok. They're not going bankrupt. They didn't lose all their money. Everyone didn't quit using the app. It's still extremely popular and used constantly every day by millions and millions of people. But here in the US, you will no longer have access to it. And the reason for that is very simple. The US gave them an ultimatum and said, hey, we don't like that this is a potential Chinese spyware application. So if you guys want to stay in the United States and continue to make money, you're going to have to sell to a company within the US. And there were a few companies that came forward. I'm pretty sure Microsoft stepped forward. I can't remember if Facebook did. I think Meta stepped forward and wanted to buy it as well. And then obviously recently there's been a lot of talks that since it got okayed to be banned, Elon Musk has apparently talked about getting it. I don't know if that one's exactly true or not, but I do believe the other ones are true. I do believe those other two studios tried to buy TikTok, but they said no every time. And so far they have refused to sell to anybody willing to buy here in the United States. So they're going to have to pack their bags and hopefully not lose too much of their audience. Now, like I said, I was never a big fan of this app. I thought all the content, like I said, was very mind numbing. I thought basically everything you watched on there lowered your IQ by 10 points every time you swipe to a new video. It was really stupid. And what really kicked the bucket for me is obviously we've seen the videos go around where they post about, what we see on TikTok versus what Chinese children see on TikTok. So for instance, over here, you're going to see a lot of dumb trends, a lot of twerking, a lot of rap, which I'm a fan of rap. Don't think I'm hating on rap, but a lot of rap memes and jokes and trendy dances and things like that. Stuff that doesn't educate you whatsoever, but is just a mindless trend. Whereas over in China and countries like that, and I believe also in Russia, it was a lot of educational videos. There was a lot of military videos to get people encouraged to join their military and to go into sciences and to go into mathematics and become doctors. It was a lot of educational content on the platform. And really, from what I've read, it seems like that was really the only type of content that is allowed over there. So it's not like TikTok is exactly as free and functional as it is here in the US. A lot of the places have a lot more restrictions on it. We just happen to put the ultimate restriction on it at this point. So there is that. Now, overall, I don't think this is going to be the end of TikTok. I have a feeling that they're going to end up finding someone to sell to, and it will return to the US. If not, someone's going to make a TikTok here. Someone's going to make it. And honestly, most apps already have a TikTok. Most apps like YouTube and Instagram and Facebook have Reels and Shorts and things like that. So it's not like there isn't a shortage, it's not like there's a shortage of short form content out there for people to enjoy. I just think people are butthurt because, I don't know, their app is getting deleted, I guess. Maybe they were making content on there and got popular on TikTok. I can see that being a big issue for some people, which honestly leads me to the main point, and the reason I even wanted to make this video is the exodus of people that are going to be leaving TikTok. So like I was just talking about, all these creators are going to be gone. All these creators are going to have to find a new home. And a lot of these people are only famous on TikTok. There doesn't seem to be a bunch of carryover from TikTok to like YouTube. Like, people aren't following you on TikTok, then jumping over to subscribe to you on YouTube or other platforms. They kind of just stick to watching you on TikTok because, again, a lot of these creators aren't overly talented. Now, I'm not someone who posts on my socials, so me not having a lot of social media followers isn't like the biggest surprise in the world to me. But I feel like if I got big on YouTube, my like Twitter and stuff would still get a decent following for sure, because there does seem to be a lot of carryover from YouTube to other content, to other content creating platforms. But there doesn't seem to be a lot from TikTok to anywhere else. So it'll be interesting to see. I have a good feeling that 99% of these content creators are going to be jumping ship to this platform. That's exactly what happened with Vine, and it sucked. It was terrible. The entire application of YouTube got flooded with just garbage content. Many of them, and I mean many of them, completely washed out. Obviously, there were some that made it really big, like the Paul brothers. King Batch didn't do bad by any means, but a lot of them didn't do well whatsoever and basically fizzled out. And a lot of these TikTok creators, I think, are going to get a big whiff of reality when all of a sudden their videos of them just recording themselves laughing at jokes they read on Twitter aren't blowing up here on YouTube. Obviously, there'll be the trendy moments here and there, and people will blow up here and there because of some random stupid video they make. That's just how the internet is. It happens on YouTube already. You know, someone makes a video, it blows up, and they make some money off of it, and hopefully they can capitalize on it. But a lot of times they don't. So I just think a lot of people are going to end up coming here and completely fizzling out. We're going to see a lot more homeless people is really what I'm getting at here. And I guess I don't want that to happen. I don't want them coming here. It's like, that's one of the reasons I guess I was okay with the app staying up, was it kept a lot of these people who, like, TikTok has a lot of creeps, man. There's been so many creeps on there. Not that YouTube has a shortage of them by any means, but TikTok, I just always felt like I was seeing some new article or some new post on social media about another big content creator on TikTok being a complete creep or a weirdo or a psychopath or just something. There was always something going on with TikTok creators, and I really don't want them on this platform. It was nice avoiding those people and not seeing their content. But I guess we're going to have to wait and see what actually ends up happening here. Like I said, I don't think TikTok is going to be banned like forever. I think this will be pretty temporary. If it is permanent, if it is going to be forever, like nobody ends up deciding to buy TikTok, which would be weird. I'm going to be honest. I think someone will end up buying it and it'll get brought right back to the United States, even though I would hate that. I think it'll come back. But again, there isn't a shortage of short form video content out there. There are plenty, and I mean plenty of applications that do it. I watch a lot of shorts content right here on YouTube because I think they're entertaining and they're actually good, and it actually feeds me things that I wish to see. I felt like when I did use TikTok, even though, yes, I know every single application out there gives you advertisements and content based on what you've been watching, I feel like TikTok just always tried to force crap onto me that I didn't want to watch. Like, all the trendy stuff would just be forced down my throat, even though I don't, like I said in my previous video, I don't really get into trends extremely quickly, and I don't care for a lot of them. I think a lot of them are dumb and stupid and are just going to blow over anyways. So I don't know. I just wasn't a fan of the app. But anyways, guys, that's really all I got for you today. I know this is a shorter video, but it is what it is. Like I said, I don't think it'll be gone forever, but at least for the time being, we're going to have to switch to YouTube Shorts or something else to pass your time. And I really don't think this is as big of a deal as people are making it out to be. But yeah, if you did enjoy, remember, please leave a like, comment, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It all absolutely means a ton. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. So if you could hit that subscribe button, it absolutely helps the channel in the biggest way possible. And you can change your mind at any time. It's free, so why not give it a shot? I'm going to be posting 2 videos a week this year, so if you're interested in that, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you know when the videos are posted and live. Don't forget to come check me out on all my socials. Links will be in the description below. Thank you guys for sticking around to the end of the video. And until the next video, guys, Godspeed.
I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body in Harvard above me.